Colossus, the ship's main computer. He listened and scanned the space for a very long time. The artificial intelligence contained within it hoped that one day, once again, he would catch the signal revealing the presence of technical civilization. This gigantic ship along with the main computer block was built for a specific purpose. He was a research unit and his priority task was to collect all information about encountered civilizations. This gigantic ship, carrying on its board the exorbitant intellectual achievements contained in his intelligence. This big computer was primarily a researcher of the history of the galaxy and the many civilizations that inhabited it. This gigantic ship, equipped with one of the greatest artificial intelligence, was a historian. Meanwhile, there was a relative silence on the deck, rarely disturbed by hum and purring of devices and components. Giant screens of 3 towers calmly showed the current flight and company-coordinated trajectories on something like a graphic grid with some central star, just chosen at this moment as a landmark. It seemed that nothing could disturb the peace and monotonous work of the system, when suddenly the barely perceptible vibrations of the entire surroundings betrayed the maneuver of the giant ship. Apparently something happened. Something that was still unknown, but so important that the Colossus quickly changed the trajectory of the flight. The screens of 3 antennas signaled this fact with a brief display refreshment, although nothing indicated that something important was going to happen. The whole computer architecture and its work was reflected in the visualization of the device. Everything was about information and its visualization. All this would be unintelligible to a normal human being from Earth because the beings that designed this structure were not human. Refreshing the screens in the towers meant that the ship made another correction of the course. The majestic towers, like the 3 wise men, were still reflected calmly on the crystalline basis. It was not known how many functions this transparent base conceals, but one could be guessed. Yes. It was a gigantic raw memory, capable of holding eons of terabytes. When, therefore, the whole surroundings quivered again, it became clear that the colossal ship had made the next course correction. At this point, it also became obvious that the purpose of this mission is more clearly visible and more precisely defined. There was no doubt that the system was expecting a great discovery. Now big screens interrupted the display for a short time more often. Increased action was seen. Something was coming with every moment. A hidden, sensational event, creeps silently and imperceptibly, caused by the uncertainty of the system, the uncertainty of artificial intelligence. Subsequent vibrations in the immediate surroundings again revealed another violent correction of the ship's course. One more thing, refreshing the screens and another correction. Analysis and its result. Another action and a new algorithm. The system was thinking. He arranged everything into a logical whole. He did not skip anything. Everything was important and carefully analyzed, and subsequent vibrations of the environment only confirmed that the big ship was chasing something that became an object of interest in artificial intelligence contained inside a powerful computer. It became obvious at this point that he had come across something that was worth exploring and describing, cataloging, and keeping forever in a huge memory of the system. Suddenly something started to happen. Very quickly the surroundings were filled with high potential electrostatic charges. At this point, the entire crystalline foundation began to emit powerful portions of strange energy. Now it would be difficult to distinguish between a hologram showing the actual process taking place and the actual energy appearing around. The only thing that was certain at the moment was the fact that the system precisely located the target and the ship itself was rapidly moving towards it. At that time, energy sheaves were coming out from under the crystalline substrate. At one point, 3 towers, similarly to the sound tubes of large organs, gave a silent resonance, which in time began to gain strength. This spectacular spectacle was accompanied by playful flashes of electrostatic charges that began their journey across the surface of the towers. It became obvious, then, that this enormous device now takes in the enormous amount of energy needed to perform a larger task. Strange vortex began to form above the towers. Again, in this fantastic performance, it was impossible to distinguish a hologram from a physical phenomenon. It was an artistic work created by a different mind than the human mind and only intended for it. Suddenly, something extraordinary started to happen. The incoming information has been decoded. The language of verbal speech. Alphabet characters, numbers, and what they meant. Image and sound. And the meaning of the content became understandable. Now all the information was directed to the relevant departments. The rapid exchange of data, presented in the artistic vision of the hologram, was fast and precise. A concentrated stream of data, strengthened only by the creators of a known type of energy, flashed into the cavernous interior of inconceivable memory. Now he heard a computer colossus in all wave ranges. From among the house of this information, the main computer caught something that was enough to speed up its work. He discovered something that was deadly dangerous to the entire newly discovered civilization. Great danger was fast approaching the planet Earth. So he had to make efforts to prevent global annihilation.
Heavy, very nice job tonight. Get clear approach to runway 31 left. Well, do you have any restrictions on how tight with people? Nope. I'm just gonna sit here and watch you fly at 34.7. Okay. Give us a good show. Yeah, 2250, put the outside of the inbound. Great, not so better, I think. 2250, you got special cars on board. My daughter and my granddaughter on board. That's right. You are definitely clear to land runway 4 right. You went 140 and 10, welcome back from Atlanta. Clear to land 4 right. And nothing to it. We're going to say for yourself, Dad and Bryn, and Daddy said hi. We're good. On board the tiger. Yes, emergency. Guys, over. Big flight 45 away contact tomorrow. Great day. Eagle flight 45 away now. Thank you, Jim. That's what he Delta 22 50 number got served by the travel sort of only 4 numbers. Thank you. Alright, then I started front down there. You're here today? Yeah. Great day. Seabird 182 Heavy, right Mike Alpha, right Bravo, left Papa.
Okay, right Mike Alpha, right Bravo, and Papa, confirm.
Affirmative.
You're looking at your map and it makes no sense, but it'll make more sense when I tell you you're number 47 for departure. Okay, we have a really ill passenger. We have to get him to London for his priority taxi.
Stock 6026 visual and 3 limit. Just out to 6026 Kennedy Tower, you're number 1 for the runway. Directed to departure your arrival. Wind 34087. Runway 31 left. Clear to land. This is JFK, right? That it is. JFK Tower, wind 31 left. Clear to land. Saturday flights. Clear land 31 left, stock 60, 26. Hey, landing and having a case is another story. South 3061, Kathy.
Yeah, I still could be here for a couple minutes to get coming back to me.
Well, let me talk to other local. Maybe we can get you moving. I don't want to stop you right there, but hold short for right now. Let them use their can.
Oh, you're stuck here.
Well, South 3061, we're going to try to work that out. Realize that Alpha and Bravo are both congested over there on the Delta side.